I'm not going outside just because I kind of know the risks and I'm kind of scared. But for people that don't really watch the news or aren't really that fast or don't have any like relatives near them and don't actually know how serious it is, it must be hard for them to kind of gauge how serious it is. I'm Bobbi and I'm with another keeping it well trainee, Shahnoor.
Yep, and we're both at home because we're quarantining because of the whole coronavirus thing. But yeah, how's it been for you?
It's been okay because I get along quite well with my family and luckily I have a garden so I can go outside when I need to. But I don't know, it's been quite hard not being able to see my friends and go out, and I'm just a bit worried for not myself because I'm young and I think it'll be fine for me, but maybe my family members and like all the people around me that are
Hmm.
a bit vulnerable.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's a
luckily
bit
you got a big garden. My garden's tiny. Like
yeah.
I literally just step out and then that's it. I can't do anything else after that. My garden's that small. But
Oh,
for me, yeah, kind of the same thing. Just be like
mm,
normally I like going out, seeing family members and just with friends and stuff, but can't really do that. Literally, you could only probably talk with them over the phone. But there's so much you could do talking wise when there's nothing really happening. So there's nothing really to
mhm.
talk about. But with the
So
thing, to be honest, the thing about being young for the because apparently I'm hearing you don't really you get tested positive, but you don't really have any symptoms. So you still have it, but you don't really get affected by it. So
yeah, that's the thing because then you can spread it because
but you
that's
don't
what
know
I'm
you've
scared
got it.
about.
I think you got no symptoms,
Yeah,
but you don't know if you got it.
yeah. So it's just best to stay indoors.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
exactly. Staying indoors, but a lot of people want to
Mm,
go out and just go shopping, just go
mm.
crazy, stealing bare loo roll and toilet paper and stuff like that. Just want to
Yeah.
stock up on pasta and milk. Doesn't make sense
Mm,
because half the stuff expires in a week, but they want to
mm.
stock up.
Yeah. So we're not overdoing it with that.
Yeah, of course. It,
Yeah.
it doesn't it doesn't make sense. Big supermarkets are only letting a certain amount of people in at a time. So I think like the elderly and the people who are less vulnerable, they get set in first. So, but then after that, they literally have like a system where a few people, so it's not crowded, and that obviously helps because you're not really supposed to be. You're supposed to have like 2 meter distance, so it's not crowded. Then you're only allowed to have like a certain amount of items for that person. But before the lockdown, it was mayhem everywhere. Corner shops were selling, like I think my corner shop was selling a pack of eggs, 30 eggs for £10. £10.
That's funny.
And even like meat shops and stuff like that. Like my my meat shop, like normally a whole lamb is like £60, but they were selling one shoulder, lamb shoulder for £40. So just
Mm,
it's like we're just overdoing it in every aspect. So yeah,
mm.
it doesn't make sense to me.
No, it
But
doesn't
people
make
just want to make money in life.
yeah,
It doesn't make
literally. You
sense.
got to look out for everyone.
It's such a dire situation. They want to make money.
Mm, I know. But this is a time I guess you can like try and look out for the people that need it and
Mm,
try not to be as selfish as you could be. And maybe
yeah,
like yeah, don't bulk buy or like if you do bulk buy, like maybe like give it out to like the elderly people that live
yeah,
around your
exactly,
area. Yeah, just like look
exactly,
out for
exactly,
them as
exactly.
well. Everyone's in the same boat.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. But a lot of people don't realize that they're thinking about themselves. So
Mm,
they think they're the only one who
yeah.
who's in quarantine or in lockdown.
Yeah. But it makes us appreciate the little things. I think when people are nice or people look out for you, especially in this time,
You
it
notice
kind of
it. Yeah.
yeah, I think yeah, like when I've been shopping or I walked down the street and a woman had some toilet roll and everywhere was sold out of toilet roll. And I like went up to her and asked her and she was like, "Oh, like you get it from this shop," and like kind of directed me to the shop. Um, and
Mm.
then like, I've spoken to like a few of my friends, and I've said like I have stuff, so like if you need it, I can like go around and like drop it to you. I
Yeah.
kind of like it does make you appreciate like the people around you and want to look
Mm.
after everyone.
And when you don't see them for so long, and then you do have like literally like a FaceTime or you just call them.
Mm,
Like you just like the fact that you're talking to them, you just you appreciate them that they're there, like
Mm,
your friends or family, and
mm,
even like just going out to the park and just walking around when you're locked in, you just you notice
mm,
how calming it is.
mm, mm. I know, yeah. Let's focus on the good things, like your family is healthy, and like you can go to a walk to the park or maybe go outside, even if it is in a small garden or like on your balcony.
The stuff like that helps with helps you mentally because being
Hmm.
locked in, people can just it just gets people depressed. Just literally four walls, same thing every day. You wake up, you see the same thing. You have to see something different, or just walk around, breathe fresh air. So
Definitely. Yeah, I don't think like you realize how much the outside world affects your mental state until like you are forced to be inside kind of all the time and like all you have is screen time. And
yeah,
then you realize that how important it is actually like just like even walking outside and there's like birds singing or like walking to the shops or like going to the park. That really does like positively affect you. I can't imagine anyone not being positively like affected and be like happy after going to the park or just sitting in the sun for a little bit.
yeah. I'm with your family as well. So
Yeah,
you just
your household members.
yeah, you just enjoy. You just you just take like you just enjoy the company of others. But
Yeah.
right now it's pretty hard to do that. I don't know
Mm,
how long this lockdown's going to be for. So
mm,
it says 3 weeks, but who knows
mm,
when 3 weeks come, he might slap in our face and say another 3 weeks. So
mm. Maybe there'll be like ways that you can still connect with nature, even if it's from your house. Like, do you have a small garden?
yeah, small garden, a lot of plants,
Yeah,
but yeah, small garden.
yeah. Oh yeah, so do you do planting like and
My mom does, but
yeah,
yeah, I just have black plants just around the house. So
yeah. Oh, that'd be nice. Oh, will you help her? Do you think now you've got a bit more spare
um,
time?
I might. It depends. It depends on the situation. Innit? Right now I'm not really doing it, so yeah.
Mm, that'd be nice. I think there's like something nice about plant, like just living things, like giving life to
The funniest thing
something.
is, my mom's across me. She just give me an evil eye, like yeah,
You're not gonna help.
yeah. Just looking at me like, am I really gonna help?
Yeah, no, I feel like because I got my mum a peace lily for Mother's Day on Sunday, so I got her a plant, and she always kills them. But I think like this would be the time. It would be nice to just like look after and nurture something, and you like see it grow.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
It's a good way to connect to nature, though.
Yeah, or like I was reading other ways that you could do it. So like you can make like a seed garden bed on your windowsill,
Mm.
or like make bee hotels or bug hotels, or like a pond but in a bucket.
Mm.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, there are all different ways that you can do stuff like maybe from your windowsill or grow some vegetables. My friend does that. I watch him.
So, do you think that this whole quarantine lockdown thing is beneficial for the wildlife? Then, you think it's having a positive effect on them?
I think so. From news stories that I've heard, there've been like a lot of news stories that have talked about the CO2 emissions decreasing a lot, like nationally. Um, and then you've heard about all the airports closing and all the flights getting cancelled to
The situation
decrease.
with the Venice, I don't know if that's true or not. Because is it true? The whole Venice situation with the rivers and that. I don't know if that's true because I saw that going around on social
Yeah.
media.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like apparently it's not true, but when I read it, I was like, oh my God, that's
Yeah,
amazing. But apparently, like was it swans or swans or
in
like
swans and like
the
the
swans were
fishes and
already
everything.
there, and yeah, and like, apparently, there were like the dolphins weren't pictured there; they were pictured somewhere else. So, but you can kind of understand where they're going with it, even if it isn't true. Like I
Hmm.
feel like that would eventually happen if people stop polluting everywhere and people stopped using their cars as much and flying as much. The world would be a better place, and you only kind of did everything that you really needed to do.
Yeah, exactly. exactly.
Have you heard of anything like news stories or seen it like around your area how the quarantine is maybe affecting the environment?
The only the only news stories I'm seeing is literally Boris Johnson. How the lockdown he's doing is not really, it's not really a great lockdown, is it?
Yeah.
He's literally he's just telling people, just telling people, if your friends say come out, just tell them no. Literally, just stuff like that. So there's no serious, like, there's no serious consequences of going out, because I'm hearing in other countries there's huge fines or jail time. I'm hearing.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
So by now on, there's literally nothing. Just go home
Mm,
or just reject it. Because like you
mm,
said earlier, I've seen like videos of people in the park playing football and basketball and stuff like that. Even now at this time when there's supposed to be a lockdown and no one's supposed to be outside, I'm hearing
mm,
only one exercise a day or something like that. But
mm,
you're supposed to be alone. But yeah, people are together.
mm. It's
And I don't
difficult.
know
That's
how
the
I
thing.
don't
It's
know how
difficult.
severe the lockdown is. I don't know how, like, the
Yeah.
consequences. I don't know how severe the consequences are. So I'm not sure.
Mm. That's why it's difficult because it's like you, I'm not going outside just because like, I kind of know the risks and I'm kind of scared. But for people that don't really watch the news or aren't really that fast or don't have any like relatives near them and don't actually know how serious it is, it must be hard for them to kind of gauge how serious it is. Because if the government like are only now starting to lock people down, and even
Yeah,
that's not that serious, like a lot of people are still gonna go out and do whatever they want because they don't want to be told what to do.
that's that's the British mentality, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It literally is. They
Literally.
don't care unless it hits home. They don't
Yeah.
care.
I
That's
know.
what I'm saying. British people, we're selfish. We're very selfish.
It is selfish. That's the thing. But this is the thing as well. I think that half of it is like selfish and just like not really caring, and then like the other half is actually not understanding the consequences of your action.
Yeah,
Because I didn't realize how bad it was for like young people to travel around.
yeah,
But it's not because of us. It's because of all the vulnerable people that we could be passing it to.
yeah.
And
It's
I didn't
ignorance.
realize, and I was
It's
like, oh,
it's
okay,
it's
cool.
ignorance, though, isn't it? So
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a
yeah,
very 50-50.
people
Not
don't
bad.
want to. It's to be honest, it's in your face, like the consequences, like it's in
Mm,
the news and everything. But people just don't want to listen or understand.
mm,
But do you think with this whole situation, as in, like, you've been hearing on the news and like just theories online how this could be like a
mm,
little conspiracy, something happening? Because I saw a video of, like, there's like a series 2018 of this Korean, or I'm not quite sure. It was an Asian show, but they had like a little part in there talk about the coronavirus and how it affects the respiratory system and how it was man-made and stuff like that. So doesn't it make you think that there might be like something bigger, or you just think that's just people just trying to, like, people just bored and they just want to dive into something?
maybe. You never know with these things. Like it could be conspiracy, like theories. It could be correct. They could not be. But I guess you got a lot of time during the coronavirus to to
Exactly. That's right. That's what I'm saying.
investigate.
I think people are just bored. They're literally just in their
Yeah,
house bored and they're thinking of ideas of why this came about,
yeah.
man-made virus. But that makes you think, though, if because the flu constantly evolves. So
Mm.
does it not make you think that this would happen again in the future?
Maybe, yeah. Literally, what happens? It's happened since the dawn of time, I guess, of the plague,
Yeah,
hasn't
because
it?
the
So,
Spanish flu, the bird
yeah,
flu, and
we just gotta hope that everyone stays inside and
stay safe.
yeah, and does constructive things with their time.
Yeah, exactly.